October is right around the corner, and along with that, it does seem to inspire some dark and moody artwork. October is also inspired about 100 daily drawing prompt lists, from the OG Inktober to Drawtober to Witchtober to, anything Tober. And you know what I think of those? I think they're great. I think that this is great. Anything that's inspirational to creative people is worthy of considering. In fact, I will probably do some sort of prepared prompt list thing, at least occasionally. But recently, I've been more inspired to be playful and colorful, and when a creative muse comes to visit, it's dangerous to tell it to go away, because it might. Um, I'm sure I've got plenty of dark and stormy pieces in me, but right now I'm headed toward the light. Something that I've done for the past 2 Octobers is to not follow a pre-published list, but to follow a daily prompt that I can't know ahead of time. And in this way, it's a bit like improv comedy, where an audience member shouts out a theme and you go with it, no prep, just get in there and do something, and often with surprising results. And since this isn't a big hashtag thing, there's really no expectation of style or media. I can do whatever I want, however it seems to work for me on that day. And that's good because the prompts sometimes are not obvious. And sometimes it is, but sometimes it will require some lateral thinking. In the past, I've needed to do some research or follow a thought thread for a while to get to something that I could put on paper. It is a true challenge to creativity. Additionally, I can do this in October, or November, or April, or anytime. One day, a week, or a month straight. Yep, I could do that. If you've watched my earliest videos, you might already know what this daily prompt is. I've been using the solution to the daily Wordle as my prompt. Now, Wordle is a free online game which is now hosted by the New York Times, where you try to figure out a 5-letter word of the day. You can make a guess, and the game will tell you what letters you got right and which ones you got wrong. And if you're clever enough, in a few guesses, you'll know what the word is. One possible drawback is that the original Wordle game is in English. But there are similar games for other languages. In fact, I saw one that said it had every language. But of course, the solution won't be the same as the English word. But you know what? That's totally fine. If you want to try this, it's more important that it's for you. Honey is not the solution, but just note it because there will be a callback. The solution for this one is agent. And as you might see, last October I decided to go the literal route and draw a secret agent man. But this guy, he's an alien secret agent. 00 Area 51. And had I gone the traditional Inktober route, I probably would have left this in black and white, and that would have been cool. But I decided to go neo-noir, and yeah, I'm glad I did that. It's not at all what I expected to do, but I think, that's kind of the point. I decided to do a few new Wordle drawings this past weekend. Mostly to introduce the idea to other people and to see if there was any interest out there to join me on this crazy October mission. Even a day or a couple days, and truth be told, I don't know that I can commit myself to all 31 days in October. I have been absolutely overloaded recently, and I do have a ton of grit, and that is a characteristic that I do have, so I will definitely see what I can do, but I'm not willing to get into a situation where I regret pushing myself, I'm considering also doing a live stream That might be fun to do one together. Let me know if you'd be at all interested in something like that. I don't know yet if I qualify to do a live stream or not, but if I do, I might try that. So, the word was broad, and hopefully you can see what happened here. A bunch of narrow heads and one that is not. The solution to the second Wordle, I think this was on Sunday, it impacted the next two drawings. And I'm actually really happy that it did, because I like to have a theme in my videos. Something that carries through from one piece of art to the next. And these three Wordle drawings, well, they have a theme. At least they do now. And you might be able to tell what it is by seeing a familiar face. Again, I just kind of liked the way it looked, and I thought, well, let's work with that. I also decided to do this face by layering and layering and layering the outlines, and I thought, well, this would be a good and decent solution for the word recur, which is the solution to this Wordle. And I hadn't really thought about it before, but there is a slight difference between recur and reoccur. When something reoccurs, it happens again, but it doesn't really say anything about timing. But if something recurs, well, it usually happens again, usually multiple times at some sort of discernible interval. So, you know what that means? This face needs to recur again. So, you might notice something familiar. So, the third appearance of this broad face. And I will tell you right now, there is zero chance this last drawing would have happened this way had it not been for this recurring clue. And I said that there would be a callback. So do you remember the word from earlier? If you do remember, you might be able to guess where this drawing is going. If not, well, let me just say that, what do I think of this one? I think it's one of those things that probably shouldn't have happened. For all that is holy in this world, this shouldn't have happened. But this is good in that you can see what I'm attempting to do. Be spontaneous, be free to be silly, give in to whatever creative things happen to happen. And I invite you to join me in October. And if you email me your drawings or send them to me on Instagram or Discord, I'll include them in my Instagram feed and in a future video here on YouTube. So keep it in mind if it's the sort of thing that piques your interest. In the meantime, I leave you with this abomination of a chimera. No, it's a honey of a mashup. Oh, thanks for joining me today, and hopefully I've inspired you to get out a pen and some markers or something and have some fun in a creative way. Maybe be interested in checking out some of my older Wordle drawings from last year and the year before, and hey, maybe you'll join me this October. Until next time, friends, bye-bye.